Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into my Goody Haul Report for the month of August of 2013. I like to do these videos to share with everyone all of the neat goodies I've been able to find at physical outlets such as brick and mortar retail or big box retail, or comic shops or hobby shops, or even places like conventions or toy shows. And I have separate unboxing vids for goodies I've been able to purchase online, but these Goody Haul reports are really stuff I've been able to find in person. And I haven't actually shot a Goody Haul report in quite a while. I think I missed the entire month of July. I apologize for that. Just because I haven't been able to find too many things that interested me in those past couple months. Just a little slow, I guess, in all of the interesting goodies at retail. I did find some, but I didn't think it was enough to produce a video. And it's August now, and I've actually accumulated quite enough to actually shoot one of these Goody Haul reports. And actually, it's quite a few. And we're just going to go ahead and get started. And first up, we have here the Skylanders Giants Light Core Chill, and our collection of Skylander Giants figures is almost complete as far as basic figures are concerned. And with the purchase of this Light Core Chill, I think we're down to 3 more figures in order to complete our basic line of Skylander Giants. I think we have Light Core Pop Fizz, Series 2 Drobot, and Light Core Hex, and we'll be complete with our basic lineup of Skylanders Giants figures. I can't remember where I purchased this one. I think I purchased this one back in late June or early July, and it probably cost about $12. That's how much Light Cores usually cost, but pretty cool to finally I guess see these, because there were 4 figures, including the Light Core Chill and the 3 we haven't gotten yet, that are the last wave of Skylanders Giants figures, and they've been pretty difficult to find, and hopefully we can find those last 3 that we need. So, but that's got there. And during the month of July, it seems like a lot of the big box retailers are clearancing out the spring stuff and resetting for summer. So we were able to find some stuff on clearance, such as this Lego Hero Factory Furno XL, and I need to catch up on my Hero Factory figures, because the summer release of, I guess, Wave 2 of Brain Attack has already come out, and these guys are starting to disappear, the first wave. And I was able to get this one at Target on clearance for $13.98. Pretty cool. And I was also able to pick up another Hero Factory from the Wave 1 of Brain Attack. This one I got at Walmart, and this is Pyrox. And I got this guy for $9. And I think these guys normally sell for $12, so pretty cool. So I think we're down to 3 that we need to locate in the first wave of Brain Attack. I know you need to get Bulk, yes, which is surprising because Bulk's my favorite character and I still have yet to pick him up. And who else do I need? I think it's Ogrim and the rock-like guy, I guess. I forgot his name. And then we can go ahead and start picking up Wave 2 of Brain Attack. But I need to pick up those Wave 1 Brain Attacks pretty soon, since they're going to be gone pretty soon. Here, we've got Mega Bloks, World of Warcraft. It seems like they're clearing out a lot of the stores of the World of Warcraft Mega Bloks line. I'm not sure why. Maybe they're overproduced, or I think they're actually pretty neat. But I think they may be overproduced, or just not enough folks buying these. but they're clearing them out, and I was able to get this one for $6.48. And this one here is Swift Griffin. Pretty cool on there. I plan to use this one with one of the Alliance figs that I have instead of this wolf-like guy here. But pretty cool. And I was also able to pick up this one here for $6.48 as well. This one is the Swift Wyvern, or Wyvern. Pretty neat on there. And let's see, some other stuff. I was able to pick up this at a Michael's. Just basically Ziploc bags, but of a specific size, about the size of this box right here. And I got these mainly for my mini-mates, just for organization. These are just the right size to hold a mini-mate figure and their accessories, just to keep everything together. And I think this was like $3 or $4 at a Michael's. Pretty neat. I was able to find this here. This is the Star Wars Black series. This one is the 6-inch line, and these just hit retail recently, although they're very hard to find at the moment, mainly due to a lot of folks trying to pick this up. But I was able to find only this Luke Skywalker. He seems to be the peg warmer or shelf warmer of the first wave. Although, that is if you can find it. He really isn't a shelf warmer, but he seems to be the only one I've been able to find on the shelves. So I was able to pick this one up for $20 at Target. And I haven't seen other retailers other than I think Toys R Us may sell these. I've seen the tags for them, but I haven't seen any figures there. These I've only seen at Target, the Luke Skywalkers. It seems like all the other ones are being picked up. Either that or Luke Skywalker is probably multiple figures per case, I don't know. But pretty cool. This being the first entry into the 6-inch scale for Star Wars figures from Hasbro. And it's long overdue. And hopefully I can they'll release more on the shelves, because I really want to pick up the others. And I would hate to have to go through secondary market to get these. Unfortunately, I had to for one of these, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Some other neat stuff. I was able to pick up this Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 3 on DVD at Target. Pretty cool. And I think this was the last season of Mighty Morphin before they went to other versions of Power Rangers. I didn't follow Mighty Morphin that much, if at all, back in the 90s, so I don't know much about Mighty Morphin. But a lot of folks seem to grew up watching this here. And Munchkin number 2 is actually watching these. Pretty cool on here. Let's see, some other stuff. I was able to find this shortly after the Man of Steel movie came out. These Man of Steel figures and Movie Masters figures came out before the Man of Steel movie came out, but I was not able to find the Feora until after the movie came out. And I found this one at a Walmart for about $15. Pretty cool, and this will probably be the last of the Movie Master figures that I planned to get of the Man of Steel. I've got the ones I've liked, like the Armored Zod here, and Superman, and the other Zod. But I don't plan to pick up the Shackled Zod, or I think the other Superman figures, the one with the Kryptonian key, since I basically have the first release figure already. So I think Feora will probably be the last of the Man of Steel, unless they release a new wave, which I don't think they will. So pretty cool. Let's see here. Picked up these when the Despicable Me movie came out, or the second Despicable Me movie. I really like the Minions. These actually didn't show up until almost the release of the movie. I'm surprised they didn't release them before the movie came out. But this one here is of the Minion Fireman. You've seen the multitude of commercials before the movie came out. This guy was pretty funny. I wish I had the axe guy. They didn't. Doesn't look like they ever produced the fireman with the axe. But pretty cool. I was able to also pick up these. These are smaller minions. This one's specifically for the Battle Pod game. And these come with the evil minions as well. And I think I picked this one up at Toys R Us, I like to say. Can't remember too much. I was also able to pick up a Minion Dave here. These were actually quite expensive. If I remember, these were like almost $10. And these figures are, what, 2 inches in size? So kind of surprised. That's why I haven't picked up more. I only picked up those 2, Minion Dave and the Minion Fireman, but they were expensive for a figure this size. I thought these would have sold for $5, but they were selling for like, I think it was like $8 to $10. So just trying to cash in on the movie release, I guess. And I was also able to pick up this one here of Gru, which is I guess a nice scale for the minions that I got here. And this one cost $15. I think I got this one at Target on there. Pretty nice. Looks decently articulated for this kind of figure line, which is pretty neat. And he even comes with his freeze ray, or I guess it shoots water on there. But kind of neat. And during July, I was not able to hit the Bay Area to pick up this magazine here. Now, this magazine is called Figure O, or Figure King. And in July, I was not able to go over there pick up an issue, because that seems to be the only place I can find these magazines, is in a bookstore called Kinokuniya in the San Francisco Bay Area. And like I said, in July, I was not able to pick up any. But at the time, Sister Number 2, hang loose there, was in the Bay Area, and through the phone, we were able to locate some of the magazines, and which is a little bit difficult, mainly because this is entirely in Japanese, or mostly in Japanese, so having to relay this to Sister Number 2 over the phone of what magazine exactly to look for me. And we spent, I guess I could say a good 20 minutes, almost half an hour, just trying to find the magazines. And she was able to find me issue number 180, number 182, and issue number 185. I already had issue 183, so still a few holes, but that's not unexpected for this magazine, for me at least, because these come from Japan, so I'm not expecting to get every single issue, because we don't visit the Bay Area that often. But glad to have my sister pick these up for me, and you can see it. A lot of it in Japanese, but I really like looking through these magazines just to see what's going on in the country across the Pacific there that has my interest in imports lately. So pretty cool magazine here, and they're actually not cheap. They sell it over here at the Kinokuniya bookstore for $15 for a decent sized magazine. Looks like it's produced every month, so pretty neat there. And thanks to Sister Number 2 for that. Here, I was able to pick up this. I found this at Walgreens when I was there to pick up my refill on my prescription But I saw this in the clearance. I guess this is from the first Smurfs movie, or just the cartoon in general. Got it for $2.99. And this was, I found this while the Smurfs 2 movie was coming out, so I'm surprised they clearanced this one out. They could have taken advantage and sold this at full price. But got 2 figures there of Papa Smurf and Brainy Smurf. Pretty neat. And also at that Walgreens, I was able to find this one. And this is an older Green Lantern from the 4-inch scale line of Fallen Guardian Krona. And although this one says $2.99, this was actually reduced further, because at the register it was only $1. So pretty cool. And this one comes with some shackles for Krona there. Interesting. And I don't think I had this figure, so it was nice to find that one there. I did visit my Toy Fusion. I can't remember. I think it was June, July. And I was able to go there at a time when I guess someone had sold their Transformer collection. There was a whole bunch of Transformers that I got to look through. And I was able to pick up this one here, and this is the Human Alliance Jazz. This is one I've been always looking for, but I didn't want to pay the price that it was going for. I think it was last year or year before last. I think it was just selling for about $30, and the aftermarket, like on eBay, was even more. And I was pretty happy to find these, and it's pretty much complete. The only thing missing is the missile. I think it's found from the motorcycle here. So, and I had to really dig through several buckets trying to look for that missile, and also the motorcycle. Lennox is in the car, so and that was good. I didn't have to look for him there. And I did have to look for the assembly or transformation instructions for this in a separate bucket. But able to find most of it for only $20, so that was pretty cool. So I'm glad to have found a Human Alliance Jazz for $20, so not too bad. And there, I did hit up Toy Fusion shortly after my sister went there. I mean, not Toy Fusion, but in San Francisco, and I was able to find this at Cards and Comics Central. Pretty cool. This is a Revoltech Camus or Camus. I don't know who this guy is. I think he's probably in an anime or a manga. I don't know. It looks like it's a rock band type of orientated character. You can see other characters. It looks like a member of a rock group there. And I really got this not for the figure, and you can see I got it for only $12.98. I really got it for the joints. And this particular figure set has 2 snakes that have the right size joints that I needed. And you can see there's a snake in the corner there, and the snake is segmented. And from what I understand, this character uses these snakes as drumsticks. I don't know, but I really got it for the joints because I have a Revoltech Iron Man that I want to use these particular joints for in the neck area. So I really got it for the joints, and I plan to use the other joints for any future Iron Man figures, Revoltech Iron Man figures I plan to purchase in the future. So I got those. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. I was able to pick up some of the Predator line of figures. The latest series. You can see here, this one is the Jungle Disguise Dutch. I think I got this one for $15 or $16 at Toys R Us, which is pretty cool. This is one I've been looking forward to getting for quite a while. I remember seeing pictures of this, I think it was at Toy Fair back in the early 2013, so I knew this was coming out, and it finally came out in the summer, so Very cool, and the likeness on this particular figure is pretty good as well. Just like the Extraction Dutch, and I really like the details on there. That's actually kind of neat. And you can see the other figures in this series. I think this is series 9. I could be wrong. But you have even this more stripped down version of Dutch. It's funny because the previous series had Dutch in his full, I guess, clothing, the Extraction Dutch, and then they had the Jungle Patrol Dutch, who had less clothing, and this one has even less clothing on Dutch, and then you get to the Disguise, or is it Disguise? Yeah, Jungle Disguise Dutch, where he has no shirt practically on anymore. So, also I was able to pick up the Water Emergence Predator there at the same time. Pretty neat. This is got some translucent body parts on him, or I think it's the helmet and the legs. Yeah, and parts of the arm, and also some nice paint detail to simulate the electricity surging throughout his body, because if you remember in the movie, this guy fell into a pool of water, and which kind of ruined his camouflage, electronic camouflaging. So you have him emerging from the water there. So pretty neat on there. And not just Predator I was able to find, but the Aliens franchise. I think this is the first series in the NECA Aliens line. And I was able to find a Hicks figure. Pretty cool. Likeness is actually pretty good on there. And I was also able to find a couple of the Xenomorphs, Warriors. Kind of cool. And yeah, I was able to find 2 of them. And I haven't picked up Hudson yet. He seems to be the peg warmer of this particular wave. He's not on there. Where is he? There he is. And so I'm just taking my time and picking that guy up. And also the paint apps on him is shoddy, kind of shoddy at best. So I really also waiting to look for a nicely painted Hudson on there. So got those. Those are pretty cool. And I forgot to show these during my Walgreens run, but I found a couple more of the World of Warcraft Mega Bloks figures on clearance at Walgreens, and these were only $1.49 if I'm not mistaken. And I got a Night Elf there. His name is Iron Oak. Oh, actually 2 of them on there, so that builds my lineup of World of Warcraft minifigs. Let's see here. I was able to pick this up at a Toys R Us. This is Lego Lord of the Rings, the Wizard Battle. I picked this up mainly because, well, of the 2 wizards there, and the eye, the Palantir, I should say. I also picked it up because this is probably going to be the closest I am ever going to purchase a part of the Tower of Ornthanc, because the Tower of Ornthanc is an exclusive set and a pretty pricey one, and I don't think I'll ever be able to buy that one. So I guess got this as a consolation. So this was on sale for $15, I'd like to say, at Toys R Us. It wasn't on sale, actually. It was just the normal price there, so got that. Now, if you've been following my videos, I've been following import goodies a lot more than the domestic as of late. And a lot of times I have to purchase my import goodies online, because there really aren't that many retailers here that sell these action figures from Japan. So, but I was able to visit a comic shop in my area, and it looks like they're expanding their line of imports, or their stock of imports, which is cool. So every once in a while I'll be able to go there now to see what they have. And I was able to find this one at this shop. It's called A1 Comics, and pretty cool. This one I think was, how much was this guy? 38, or I like to say 38 or 34. There's usually a price sticker. Here it is. $38.99 at A1 Comics. Son Goku from Dragon Ball Z, the figure arts line. Pretty neat. And I was also able to find on a separate visit. Oh no, it was this one was the same visit when I got the Son Goku. This is the Monster Arts King Kong from the recent Peter Jackson King Kong film on there, and pretty neat. And this one I got for $64.99, which is alright. I think this normally goes for about $57.58, but to be able to find it here and not have to pay the shipping price is actually pretty decent, so not too bad for the Monster Arts Kong there. Pretty neat. And at a separate visit to the A1 Comics, I was also able to find this. This is the Mafex Dark Knight Rises Batman figure. And you can see there, well, it's kind of hard to see with the glare on there on the plastic packaging. It's a pretty decent figure, 6-inch scale, which is a bit bigger than the other import action figures, which is typically around 5-inch scale. So this one actually scales well to more of the domestic 6-inch scale figures, which is pretty neat. And I got this one for $39.99 on there. Got some photos here in the back, which is kind of interesting because the photos of this must be of a prototype, because the head design on here is a little bit different than what's the actual product. The head here seems to be a little bit wider or thicker than in the photos, but still not too bad for a nicely articulated Dark Knight Rises Batman. And I think this will actually go well with the Movie Masters Batpod figure. So one of the reasons why I got this particular figure set. Now I'll be right back because the memory card is about to get full here. Over this past weekend, me and Munchkin number 2 went down over to Sister number 2's place, and we also spent a day over at the San Jose Super Toy Show, which is pretty cool. This is something that me and brother-in-law number 2 have actually talked about since the beginning of this year about going. We've never gone to this toy show, and we wanted to take a look at it, see what they had to offer. And for me, they were able to offer a few things that was pretty interesting. And I have here a Marvel Mini-Mates Iron Man of Tony Stark and Ironmonger. Now, this particular set I'm very happy to have found. I've been looking for Iron Man Mini-Mates on eBay, but they're really overpriced, I think. And to find one here for $9 is pretty decent. I think the Ironmonger itself goes for close to $20 on eBay. So to find this at $9 is not too shabby on there. And I was also able to pick up this here, a Marvel Legends Wrecker from the new series, Rocket Raccoon series. Pretty cool. And I really wanted to get the Wrecker to complete the Wrecking Crew, and the only one left is, I believe, Bulldozer. And very happy to get this here. These have not hit retail at all in my area, so to see one at the show was pretty much an automatic pickup for me. Most of the vendors at that Super Toy Show were selling this for about $30. I was able to pick this up for $25, which is pretty decent. And another interesting thing is while I was looking over two of the records, I was trying to decide which one I wanted to get based on the paint apps and stuff. And while I was looking that over and putting the second one back on the peg, I heard a voice that sounded very familiar. And I turned around, and it happened to be another YouTuber whose name is Anthony Calderon, also known, more popularly known as Solid Snake in My Pants. Hang loose, by the way. Bit of a surprise to see him. He's a pretty nice guy. And he ended up picking up the other wrecker. He said he wanted to get it for the blaster because Rocket Raccoon really goes around better with two blasters instead of one. So that's the reason why he got his. But I got mine because I needed the wrecker. I don't know if I'll ever get the other figures to complete a Rocket Raccoon on here, as I'm not that interested in the other figures, to tell you the truth. I really want to get the Wrecker and of course Bulldozer, but really not interested in the other figures. Maybe Hawkeye, but I'll have to see if these ever show up at retail, if I'll pick up the rest or not. But I got the one I really wanted in the record there. Pretty cool, and he's got that crowbar too. For $25, and towards the end of the show, I was able to find this guy. I actually found him early on in the show, but decided to come back later, and it was still there. And although it says 25, I did offer the guy $20 for it, and we shook on that. And this is from the first Hellboy of the Mezco line. Which is pretty decent. You can see it's got a very nice sculpt on there. Hellboy figure there. Pretty cool for $20, I think. A pretty decent figure. I really like the face sculpt on that guy. It's pretty neat. And pretty interesting here, I was able to find these two Figma sets, and these are pretty interesting. They didn't have too many import figures there. There were a few vendors, and this particular set came from a vendor who wasn't really selling imports, but just selling what looked like a mixed collection of his own personal collection, I should say. And he had these two on the table for only $1 each. So I went ahead and picked them up right away. I'm a fan of Figma, but I'm not a fan of the actual figures. But for $1 each, there's no way I'm going to pass that up. I think these are mascots from some professional Japanese baseball teams. This one looks like of the Dragons, and this one of the Tigers. And they're Figma figures, so they have that the Figma sculpt and articulation and the joints. So another reason why I picked these up. So pretty decent looking figures. Just not really into the mascots from the figure line, but like I said, for $1, there's no way I'm passing those up. So pretty cool. And the last item I got for me at the toy show is this guy. And this is Darth Maul from the Black Series, and he was selling for a bit higher price than I was willing to pay for, but I had to get it, mainly because I don't think I'm going to have a very easy time of finding Darth Maul at retail, and I was willing to pay the higher price for this. Now, this set cost $30. This is about $10 over the retail price. But I figured I might as well go ahead and have the opportunity to look over 4 or 5 of these guys to find one with some decent paint apps, especially in the eyes. as opposed to actually luckily finding one at retail, and but that being with some pretty shoddy paint apps. So I figured that the extra $10 was worth actually getting a decent Darth Maul. And I'm willing to wait to find the other two. I think it's the Sand Trooper and the R2 figure. But for the Darth Maul, I had to have, so I was willing to pay a little bit more for to get this guy, and I'm glad I was able to get it because this is a really nice looking figure. I really like it, and instead of having to hunt for these at retail, I decided to go ahead and pre-order this second wave. I think it's coming out in November. I'm normally not one to pre-order anything, really. I like purchasing stuff when they hit retail or when they hit a regular release. But I had to pre-order the second wave, especially who's coming out in that wave, Leia and also Boba Fett. So I went ahead and pre-ordered, I think it was Big Bad Toy Store. So hopefully those turn out nice. Now, I was also able to find some goodies before and after the Super Toy Show. And I was able to find this before going down to San Jose. I decided to hit up the big lots in my area because of all the news of the older Masters of the Universe figures coming out at big lots. And I just did that, started doing that this past weekend, so I was really not expecting to find any. I was expecting them to be all scooped up by everyone. But I was able to find a few figures, like this one here, Megator, which is one I did not pick up during its first release on Matty Collector, which is pretty nice to be able to find a Megator. Even better to find it at $10. I think that this guy was originally selling for $45 at Matty Collector, so find this guy at $10 is really decent. And I was also able to find two other figures from different Big Lots locations. Like I said, I was pretty late to finding these guys, and was really not expecting to find too many, but if any. But I was able to find a Moss Man for $10. Pretty decent. And this is the unflocked ears version on there. One thing I did notice on the Moss Man, the eyes on this guy are turned to the right. I don't know if that's common. At least the three I found, the three others besides this guy, had his eyes looking to his left, I should say. But that's okay. But there's an alternate head. I plan to use that head probably instead of that one there. And I was also able to find an Icarius. This is my second Icarius. So the first one I got as a gift from both Gerhawk and Mike McBride. But I decided not to open that one. And I'm glad I found this one here. I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. And he was $10 as well. It seems like all of the Masters of the Universe Classics figures are $10. I plan to visit a few more big lots in my area to see what they have, because I do have a few holes in my collection of Masters of the Universe Classics, so hoping to find a few more. Let's see, about the day after the con, we did visit a few areas in the Bay Area with my sister, and I was able to find a few things, like this here, at a Toys R Us, Kick-Ass 2, or KA2, but it's basically Kick-Ass 2, of the Kick-Ass here, all KA there, and I had to go through a few of these figures because the paint apps seem to be pretty inconsistent on the this particular movie line of figures from NECA. And this one is actually pretty decent here, not too bad. A lot of problems with the Kick-Ass figure is in the face area, especially the eyes. This one is actually pretty decent. Also, another one that's pretty inconsistent is the Hit Girl. And I don't know what it is with the Hit Girl figure, but a lot of them don't even have the likeness at all. I think it's a combination of the eyes and the shading in the nostril area. But I was able to find one that's actually pretty decent on here in both the paint eye application and the nostril area. It's still okay. I mean, it's a lot better than the other ones I saw, and I like the small sneer that she has here. And these were $16 each. This one is here for me, but this one here is for Munchkin number 1. She's a big fan of both the character and the actress that portrays Hit Girl. So I plan to find another Hit Girl for myself, but that one here is for Munchkin number 1. So pretty cool. Also in the Bay Area, I was able to visit the Kinokuniya bookstore in San Francisco, and I was able to pick up a few books, which is pretty cool. I was looking forward to this one here. I remember reading that this was coming out, but at the time my sister was there when she picked up my magazines. This book had not hit, but this time when we visited this past weekend, it looks like they released it finally. And this is the Figure Arts collection book, and pretty decent. I have the very first Figure Arts collection book. I think this is by Hobby Japan MOOC, and the very first one was pretty neat. And they released the second one, which I have on the way from Mandarake, but this is the third one. And this 2013 release, let me see if I can get that in focus. That's not in focus. There we go. Is also celebrating the 5 years that Figure Arts has been around. So that's kind of cool. Now, this particular collection book has pretty much all the Figure Arts up to date. Just for the Kamen Riders, I noticed. The first collection book had a part of the Socha Henshin line. The second book had some of the Super Sentai Figure Arts. But this third book looks like it's primarily focused on Kamen Rider. There are no Super Sentai figures in this collection book, which I found surprising on here. Or the other lines from the Figure Arts line, or other figure sets from the Figure Arts line. So this one just seems to be specific to Kamen Rider, which is okay. But I really like these collection books to go through these and see these photos of the figures. Obviously, I can't read any of it because it's in Japanese, but I really like the photos on here. And this one here is kind of bright there, but it cost $31 for this particular book. Also, I was able to find the latest issue of Figure O, number 186, and it looks like they're focusing on the Black series of Star Wars, which is pretty cool. And they do show off some of the new stuff there, but their focus on this particular issue is on Star Wars, both past and present there. You can see Luke Skywalker in the Black series there. And do they show off? Yeah, they do show off the San Diego Comic-Con Boba Fett, and some this is the 4-inch line there. I'm trying to see if they're gonna release any photos of the wave 2 of the 6-inch line. It doesn't look like it's on this one, but the second wave of the Star Wars being Slave Leia, Han Solo, Boba Fett. I'm trying to figure who the fourth one is. Can't remember off the top of my head. But got the latest issue of Figure O there. And before hitting San Jose, I did find this. This is the Assassin's Creed line from McFarlane Toys. Looks like they acquired the license to Assassin's Creed, but they scaled this one down to a McFarlane sized figure, as opposed to NECA, the previous licensee holder. And this is pretty cool. This one is Connor. This was $15 when I purchased it. And then at the show, I noticed that they were selling this for only 10, which is interesting. So I should have waited until the con. I didn't expect to see it at the con, but I did pick that up before going down there. Or con, I should say, Super Toy Show. But these are the other figures in both the first and second wave on there. And also before hitting San Jose Toy Show, I did find these at a Walmart. These are the classic TV series Batman figures, 6-inch scale figures. And it looks like these are starting to hit retail now. And we have here the Penguin and the Riddler. And at Walmart they also had the Batman figure, but I didn't want to pick that up because I was waiting for the 2-pack. But pretty decent figures. There are some paint issues that you have to be aware of, though, like for the Penguin here. You gotta really look at the monocle there, because a lot of the Penguin figures that I saw there, the monocle wasn't fully painted on there. And also a little bit of paint issues that are on the tie area, some overpaint into the tuxedo. But overall, it looks like a pretty decent figure. I really like these figures. And then you have the Riddler here. And get that into focus. There you go. Frank Gorshin rendition. If I can get it into focus. There you go. And as far as paint issues on this guy, you just really have to watch the area around his dome. But I was able to find a pretty decent Riddler there. Now, I thought the Joker and Catwoman were supposed to come out as well, but Gerhard told me that these come out in the fall. So I thought they were just sold out, but it looks like they just haven't come out yet. So these two should be coming out in a couple months or so. And like I said, I did not pick up the Batman figure, and I did not see the Surf's Up Batman. But I did not pick up Batman. A lot of them were, the paint apps were not that great, especially in the cowl area. And another reason why I didn't pick it up is because I was waiting for the 2-pack. And just yesterday, I was able to find the 2-pack. And the reason why I wanted to wait for the 2-pack is because of this guy here, the Robin figure. And the Robin figure is not going to be released as a single-carded figure, as far as I know. So the only way to get Robin is via the 2-pack with Batman and the wall hanging here. So pretty cool. Now, you have to watch for paint apps on this guy too. There were 3 of these when I was at Toys R Us. And this was the best of the bunch. I don't know if you could see it there, but there's a paint nick on Robin's hair there, which I can fix. I can just paint over that little spot there. But there are some paint issues, especially with the eyes. This one was pretty decent, and this one was pretty decent for Batman. And for Batman, you have to watch out for the eyes and the cowl. The area where the black and blue meet, you can see there's a little bit of paint discoloration on mine at the top. A lot of the other ones I saw is just really spotty at best. This one I can probably fix myself as well, so that's not too bad. And I got this one at Toys R Us yesterday for $35. I don't think it's a Toys R Us exclusive. You should be able to find this in other retailers, but I haven't seen it at other retailers yet. So what is an exclusive is the Batmobile for the 6-inch scale figures, and that's a Toys R Us exclusive for currently I think it's $60. But pretty happy to finally find the dynamic duo there and the other Batman classic figures, which is pretty neat. Now this wraps up my Goody Haul Report for the month of August of 2013. Thanks for watching this especially long video there. And I'll see you guys next time.